I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting event, and the people from all around the world is going to enjoy it.
You him, bro. I just can't wait to beat him and shut him. Teo not on this level. Teo is a high-level fighter, but he's not on my level. I'm an elite level fighter, and come January 31st, I'm gonna show it. Real clown.
I already figured your out.
What else, man? Fighting.
What else you got, man?
No,
Hey,
yo, senior, you're
I only
not
seen
in the
10
ring.
seconds of your fight.
I seen you fight before.
I only
You
seen
can't
10
fight.
seconds of your fight. You're boring as hell.
Come on,
man.
bro. Stop it, bro.
Boring, man. You almost got knocked out. Even your
Oh
daughter
my
said
God,
you got
I almost
knocked out.
got knocked out. Teo got hurt his
Come
last
on,
fight,
man.
too.
Things got heated at the Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez press conference when boxing legend Floyd Mayweather made an unexpected appearance on stage. Mayweather didn't hold back, delivering a bold prediction that shocked everyone in attendance. He acknowledged Shakur's superior technical ability, placing him above Teo in terms of pure boxing skill.
As of right now, the two guys, the biggest puncher, I feel at the 135 will probably be Gervonta Tank Davis. But the most skillful fighter at 135 will be hands down.
Despite the ongoing war of words between these two fighters, one thing is crystal clear. Both Shakur and Teo are hungry, ambitious, and mentally prepared for whatever comes their way on fight night.
Things that I learned at junior welterweight / super lightweight, everything that I learned has brought me to this moment here now. Every fighter that I faced in this beautiful weight class is going to now put me to the test and put all those attributes and all the things that I learned from every fighter that I face to now put it on display again.
Mayweather offered crucial advice to both fighters about what it'll take to win this battle. For Shakur, the key is maintaining composure, staying disciplined with his footwork, controlling the tempo, and avoiding unnecessary exchanges. As for Teo, Floyd warned that explosive power alone won't be enough. He'll need to stay calculated, fight smart, and find a way to disrupt Shakur's rhythm if he wants any chance of victory.
And for all the top guys, you have to work extremely hard. And you have to work out extremely a lot, meaning you have to do, between 5 and 8 mile runs. You have to work out in the swimming pool. You have to chop wood. You have to do a lot of sparring. You have to do, it takes a lot of bag work. Hand specialists, masseurs. It takes a lot for a fight that's at a crazy high magnitude.
Boxing analyst Tim Bradley didn't mince words when discussing promotional efforts, or lack thereof, surrounding this massive fight. Currently in Las Vegas, Bradley expresses frustration after seeing absolutely zero advertising for Shakur versus Teo. No billboards, no posters, nothing. He's calling out the promotion company for dropping the ball on what should be one of the biggest.
You don't care about making this a big fight. I don't get it. Why don't y'all care about advertisement, man? Why don't y'all care about promotion? This is why I don't understand it. This is why it's so hard for me to be attached myself to this. Because I'm saying, what the hell is it for? Just to say, oh, this is what we did? Oh yeah. Riyadh season did that. Yeah, but damn, come on. Y'all missing out on a whole lot of money. This is what this business is about, right? It's about that bread. But it might be about something else. I don't know. But anyways, it is what it is. Yo, that's one thing. Two, I want to remind everybody, okay, before this fight go down in a couple of weeks, Shakur Stevenson already gave us a damn classic banger. Yeah.
When it comes to predicting the outcome, Tim Bradley firmly believes Shakur will find a way to win. He expects Shakur to rely on his technical superiority and ring intelligence to control every aspect of this fight. While Bradley respects Teo's punching power, he doesn't believe it will be enough to overcome Shakur's skill set and tactical approach.
I don't want anybody to say, that last fight actually it was harder than this fight that he's going to be having with Teofimo Lopez. Oh, let me say it one more time. Yeah, Zepeda is a tougher fight than Teofimo Lopez. Yep. You heard it right here. You heard, and you're going to see. You're going to see on the 31st. Yes. So, I just want to remind y'all, that where everybody's saying, oh, Shakur, he gonna run against Zepeda with all that pressure and volume that Zepeda brings to the ring, and everybody's saying Shakur gonna run against Teofimo Lopez once he feel that power, this and that. Okay, just remember this. Shakur gonna do what
British boxing star Conor Benn jumped into the conversation, and he didn't come neutral. Ben took shots at Shakur while praising his overall boxing IQ and technical knowledge. However, after watching Teo's recent training footage, Ben was thoroughly impressed by his explosive style and devastating knockout power, which he believes could be the difference maker in this fight.
I like Shakur. I'm just insulted he thinks he can come up to my weight and feel like he can just make it easy work. Or come up to my weight then. I don't not like him. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's funny looking as well. It reminds me a bit of, you know, Tom and Jerry. Which one? What's the mouse?
I didn't even watch.
Jerry. He reminds me of Jerry. Oh, literally, yeah. Turkey called it. I didn't even realise. Yeah, Tom and Jerry. He does all that running around. Yeah, that's him. But he literally looks like Jerry to me. I just realised. Yeah, he is Jerry.
So you think Teo wins?
I was like calling him Jerry from now. Who's Shakur?
You think Teo wins, honestly?
I do, but not discrediting Shakur at all.
Ben went even further, completely dismissing Shakur's chances in this matchup. He doubled down on a prediction, emphasizing Teo's skill set, raw talent, and that one-punch knockout power that can change everything in an instant.
I think Teo has more explosiveness, more zap, and more spite.
This fight represents a true clash of equals, but only one man will emerge victorious. Analyst Boss Ennis is backing Shakur Stevenson, and his reasoning is simple. Speed beats power. When you combine that speed with elite timing, unshakable composure, and complete ring control, you get a fighter who's nearly impossible to beat. While Teo can create explosive moments, Boss Ennis doesn't believe he'll be able to outthink or outmaneuver a technician like Shakur over the full 12 rounds.
He got speed. He a technician, man. He know what he's doing, man. I can't take nothing away from Teo. Teo's a good fighter, too. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter. But I think Shakur...
Not everyone shares that opinion. Analyst Adit Oladipo is making the case for Teo, warning fans not to sleep on him. Teo's carrying serious momentum from his recent performances, and he possesses undeniable physical gifts. Oladipo believes that on the right night, Teo has everything he needs to completely flip the script.
Teo's a smart boxer, very experienced, more experienced than Shakur Stevenson. And again, in the very biggest fights, and I know some of you might point out to Kambosos, I think you underestimate Kambosos, but in the very biggest fights, this guy wins.
Renowned fighter Rolly Romero views this as a perfect 50-50 matchup, a genuine clash of styles and elite-level skills. He's calling it a true boxing chess match between two of the sport's finest. Both men are Olympic gold medalists, multiple division world champions, and have proven themselves at the highest level. Romero sees this as a showcase fight where two master craftsmen will leave everything in the ring.
Yeah. I think it's a great fight. You'll really see, because at the end of it, they're both Olympians. They're both multi-division world champions. Teo is an incredible fighter, and Shakur is an incredible fighter. Shakur has a really high boxing IQ and a very... Shakur coming out...
Punch-Drunk Boxing's analyst raised the stakes even higher when discussing what a Teo victory would mean. He's not calling it just another win. He's calling it an earthquake moment for boxing. If Teo defeats Shakur, it would force the entire boxing world to reassess the pound-for-pound rankings and recognize just how elite Teofimo Lopez truly is.
If Teofimo Lopez beats Shakur Stevenson in the chat, if Teofimo beats Shakur Stevenson, I don't care. Y'all could call me biased all y'all want. You could call me fanboy all you want. Teofimo Lopez beats Shakur Stevenson, he's pound for pound number one. Yes. Yes, he is. Teofimo Lopez will be the only fighter in the past 30, 40 years that has beaten 3 pound-for-pound fighters in their prime when he fought them. Yes, Lomachenko, prime, pound for pound. Josh Taylor, prime, pound for pound. Shakur Stevenson, prime, pound for pound. Yes, pound for pound number one. Yes. Yes. But arguably you could put him number 2. Arguably you could put him number 3. But he ain't going no less.
Kenny Ellis, the respected coach of Gervonta, Tank Davis, delivered one of the harshest assessments of Teo we've heard yet. Ellis openly questioned Teo's boxing fundamentals and raised serious concerns about his conditioning. Without hesitation, he's giving Shakur a clear and decisive advantage heading into this January 31st showdown.
He gonna fight a superior boxer. And Teo get touched by guys with less caliber boxers than Shakur. So you know Shakur can touch him at will. You know what I mean? You look at Teo's scar tissue around his face, his nose, his eyes. He get touched up all the time. So what make him think that Shakur not gonna touch him? And then it's mental. Several fights. One fight he asked after the fight, do I still have it?
Fighter Jermaine Ortiz, who competes in the same 135-pound division and knows both fighters well, made his prediction clear. Shakur wins this fight. Ortiz believes Shakur's superior timing, movement, and fundamentals will completely frustrate Teo throughout the bout. He's predicting Shakur will dictate the pace and win by decision. According to Ortiz, if Teo can't land clean shots early, he'll grow frustrated and fade as the fight goes on.
I don't think it'll be a very close fight. I don't think there'll be a lot of action, but how I see it is Shakur will move in the beginning. He's going to stick at 1-2, the jab, and Teofimo, he's just going to try to, he moves a lot, does a lot of, plate movements with his hands without really doing a lot of action. So he's going to make it seem like he's trying to do something.
In a recent sit-down with Ariel Helwani, Shakur Stevenson opened up about his opponent. While he acknowledged that Teo is a legitimately good fighter who desperately wants greatness, Shakur also noticed something unusual about him. There's a wildness, an unpredictability that makes Teo both exciting to watch and extremely dangerous to face.
Soft was interesting, and some of the things that he was saying at the press conference was interesting. What did you make of his vibe overall?
I think something mentally wrong with him. I don't think he's all the way there mentally. I think he's crazy.
Legit?
That's my opinion. Yeah, I think he's legit crazy. I think something really wrong with him, but that's what make him dangerous. I think them the guys is the most dangerous people, them delusional, crazy people who want to be the best and want their spot at greatness. So I got to respect it, but I think...
Helwani pressed Shakur further, asking about Teo's mental state and what he expects on fight night. Shakur's response was focused and confident. He made it clear that regardless of what version of Teo shows up, he's preparing to face a 4-time world champion. This fight isn't just about beating Teo. It's about cementing his own legacy as one of the greats.
I don't know much about it yet, so I just keep playing it by ear.
Okay. How did this one get, made? The one between you and Teofimo Lopez? Was it a long, drawn-out process? Was it relatively easy to get done? How would you describe the journey to getting this fight done?
It was easy. I actually hit Teo up, and we had a good conversation. And when we had our conversation...
Professional fighter Frank Martin offered his breakdown of this fascinating matchup. He describes it as a high-level chess match that will likely bring out the absolute best in Shakur Stevenson. While Frank acknowledges Shakur's exceptional boxing ability and defensive mastery, he sees Teo as the perfect opponent to truly test him in ways he's never been tested before.
Man, that fight right there, I think this is going to be I think it's going to be Shakur, best opponent for him, style-wise and all of that. Just because I feel like they match him up perfect. He a good fighter. He a great boxer. But they match him up perfect. And I feel like Teofimo, he got a little bit of everything. He got good feet. He got speed, power. I don't know. I don't know how I see that fight. Man.
You think it's
gonna be different, I don't see it being like we see what Shakur do when he fight a puncher. You know what I'm saying? When he fought De Los Santos, he stayed out of the way. He ain't want to get hit. Man, it's
And
a
then
good
we've
fight.
also seen
That's a good
Teo
fight.
struggle against boxers too, right? So that's what makes it interesting. To your point about De Los Santos and Shakur, and then on the other side, Teo, when he's Sandor Martin or guys giving him movement, he seems to struggle with that too. So
I think that's a good matchup. That fight can go either way. I ain't leaning like that fight can go to either one of them. They both hella skilled.
It's like respectfully 50-50, but then when you really
That's
start
how I feel.
you start to analyze it, you could go 60-40 either way, to be honest with you. It's a very close.
This fight perfectly embodies the classic boxing debate. Raw power versus technical precision, uncontrolled aggression versus calculated control. World champion Clarissa Shields weighed in, noting that while Teo possesses tremendous raw power, the experience gap between these two fighters will ultimately play a crucial role in determining who walks away victorious.
The experience of a fighter like Shakur to be able to beat a fighter like Shakur, and I think it's not many Shakurs around, to be honest with you. Like, it's not many Buzz, it's not many Curtis Shields. Like, you have to actually experience it. So I think that Shakur has a lot of experience, and Teo has experience too, but he hasn't. I think you look at their opponents, I think Shakur has way better and tougher opponents, even though he went against Tim Bosis, I believe Teo did, but those are super hard fights for him, and I think that Shakur would have made equal.
Hall of Fame legend Roy Jones Jr. broke down the tactical elements of this matchup with surgical precision. He labeled Shakur a defensive genius with world-class footwork and ring instincts. Roy's conclusion was clear. If this fight stays on the outside and remains technical, Shakur will systematically break Teo down and outclass him.
Stylistically, man, how does Shakur beat Teo and vice versa? Stylistically, how does Teo beat Shakur?
Stylistically, Teo got to go in and go for broke. He got to go gamble. He got to take some, get some, and that's his only way to win. If he stays outside and boxes, Shakur gonna pick him apart. Shakur's a polished boxer with some of the best feet in the game right now, and he's a defensive-minded fighter, which is very smart. It's hard to hit him. He makes you gamble to hit him, and he's going to be a tough one to deal with. But if Teofimo is willing to gamble to beat him, then Teofimo can definitely make it.
Keyshawn Davis, who's known Teo since their amateur days, echoed that sentiment with an important caveat. Davis called Teo one of the most dangerous fighters in the sport and emphasized that he knows exactly what he's stepping into. According to Keyshawn, Shakur will need to be absolutely perfect to handle Teo's experience and fight IQ.
Think about this matchup right here, man. I know you've been linked to Shakur. You've been linked to Teo. There's been, back in the days issues and stuff like that. We don't know if there's water under the bridge, but what do you feel about this matchup? Unbiasedly, what you feel about this matchup? You know these dudes very, very well.
Shakur had talked about this shit before it was actually official, and I'm like, cool. You know this nigga can fight, right? Cool, like, nah, bro, I know, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we all excited about the fight, bro. Like, we all know what's at stake. Like, we've been knowing Teofimo since we was 12 or 13 years old and amateurs, bro. Like, we all been winning nationals together. Now we're pro having to fight each other, so.
Former world champion Amir Khan, who stays closely connected to the boxing world, called this a massive, high-stakes fight with real danger for both men. Khan pointed out that Teo is a legitimate threat who's still evolving as a fighter, which makes him even more dangerous than people realize. This is a foregone conclusion. Both fighters have everything to lose.
Between Stevenson and Lopez, what a fight.
Who wins that?
Lopez. You think Stevenson? Lopez is a very good fighter, bro. I've trained with him. I've had him on the pad. He bangs hard. He's a good all-round boxer, slick. A lot of people don't give him the credit for how good of a boxer he is. Look, he's the type of guy I know about Lopez is that when he has to turn it up, he turns it up. And I think with someone like Shakur, he will have to turn out big time. And obviously Shakur, we've not really seen him in the deep end. Look at Lopez. He's fought the likes of Lomachenko.
Trainer Brian Norman Sr. predicts a Shakur victory, but with an important disclaimer: don't expect a knockout. Norman believes the qualities that make Shakur great, his skills, poise, and boxing IQ, don't translate to knockout power. He's expecting Shakur to win either by decision or by systematically breaking Teo down over 12 rounds, but not by stoppage.
Teo just went in there and threw over 1,000 punches with Claggett, Steve Claggett, right? Activity. That's higher than anything that Shakur has ever done.
Right.
So I don't think if Teo goes in there with that mindset and with that kind of training, with that kind of conditioning, I don't see him stopping him through activity, meaning through peeing out, Shakur peeing out or nothing like. I don't see Shakur stopping him due to that. My bad. I don't see Shakur stopping him due to that. So that means you have.
However, Norman was quick to add a warning for anyone riding off Teo. When Teo finds his rhythm, he's incredibly dangerous. Norman gives Shakur a slight edge, but he's adamant that this fight is much closer than most people think. This is no easy night for either fighter.
Oh, you got a good chance. 60-40.
Because obviously Shakur's really testing himself. You know,
Yeah,
Teo's
No,
tested more.
I'm not saying Tio. I'm not saying Tio ain't got no chance. I might even give it 55, 45. I might even give it that. Yeah, it's a close fight. I just think Shakur will find a way to win or whatever else. But I mean, it's a close fight. It's not neither one of them.
With all these explosive predictions now on the table, the anticipation for this fight has reached a fever pitch. Boxing fans around the world are counting down the days until these two warriors step into the ring. The question remains, who will emerge victorious? Drop your predictions in the comments below. Who are you picking in this fight? If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss our next fight analysis.